I prefer the PSA method, which stands for Perfect Sensitivity Approximation. And to use that, you can use a calculator, or to like find that, you can use a calculator like this one. I can send it in chat, and on YouTube I will link it in the description below. So first of all, you want to figure out what sensitivity do I need to spin one full like circle on your mouse pad. So like just hold your mouse at the end of your mouse pad and you drag it all the way over. I'm just short. So if I were to increase it maybe to 38, try that again. Let's use his eye. So we drag all the way over. A bit over it now, but you get the gist. Maybe 6. So let's say 6 is where I am, right? Once you find that, you type in starting sensitivity. So I have 0.36. All right. So now it's going to say here lower, base, and higher. And what you do now is that you try both the lower and the higher. Then the one you like the most, you let's say I like the lower one most. Then I click lower. So it's gonna add now. Okay, now we try 0.14 and 0.41. Which one do I like the most? And we add here. We do this 10 times. Let's just refresh everything. So 0.18. Let's start with that. Go to 0.18. And the sensitivity is really low. So all the way over my mouse pad now is half a circle, which is not good. Like having this low sensitivity is gonna help you aim better at longer range, but it's where it's flawed is when people run up behind you and you need to like turn around. You have to lift your mouse and all that shit. You don't want that. You want to have your mouse on the mouse pad at all times rather. So to test this, we're gonna test on 3 different ranges. So we are up close, then we go like half away, and then something like this. And what we do is we try to track the bot's head. And again, I didn't mention this, but this is basically the same thing for practically every single FPS game. So just find something. It doesn't have to be a bot. It can be this beam, for example, and I try to track the beam like this. But while moving in a half moon, I'm going to try to track this bot's head. It's quite difficult with this low sense. And then I do it from here. It's better at least than up that close. And then we do it from far away. Okay. So now we remember, how did that feel? And we try 0.54 instead. So how is this gonna feel? Oh god, this sense is really high. So if I use the eye again and we go one full circle, or like across the mouse pad, it's 1.5 like turns or whatever. So same thing again. It's very jittery. It's way too high, but it's at least this close. It's easier for me to follow than with the lower sense. So we put that in mind, and we take halfway. extremely jittery. Here the lower ones felt better. We go further away. We do it here as well. Yeah, the lower one is definitely better for me. It's way too jittery. Okay, so I like the lower one more. So I click lower. Now we try 1.14. The same thing. Oh, fuck. Ah, this is practically impossible. Okay. This is okay, I guess. Still very, very low though. And here. Not too good. 141 or 0.41. Okay. A bit jittery, but decent, I'd say. Way here it becomes a lot more jittery. And then from far, not too bad, but it's kind of difficult to hold it like steady. But I definitely like the higher one more than the lower one. Okay, so 0.20. It's gonna be interesting to see if I get my sensitivity that I use. I use 0.35. We'll see. So again, same thing. Oh god. Yeah, this is way too low for this close. Halfway. It's getting better. A bit jittery, but it's getting better. Okay. Then 47. Really jittery in close range. Here it's getting better. Still a bit shaky. I can feel that it's too high for me. Because I'm always like moving past it. You start with a sentence where you go full 360 on your mouse pad. Yes, that's a good like starting point. For me, it was 0.37, I believe. That's where you should like start. Like if you look at the pros, what sense they have with they have 280 eDPI. So the way you calculate eDPI is you take your sensitivity times your DPI. And if we quickly check what do I use? So I have 0.35 times 800. Oh, I actually didn't know that. Yeah, so this is your eDPI. And the reason why you care about your eDPI more than your either DPI or your sensitivity is because if I were to have 400 DPI, then 70. 0.7 would be my 280 DPI. So let's look at that. Let's say we have 400 DPI and we play with 0.7 in-game sensitivity to 280 eDPI. So it's not dependent on what DPI you're using at all. So 280 is actually the middle ground, what the pros are using. I didn't know I was playing exactly on that. But anyway, 47, is that what I'm on now? Yeah. Still a bit shaky. I would say I like the lower one more. Let's go with that. Go for lower. Let me try 19 and 0.35. 35 is what I play with. But 19, who knows? Maybe after this I'm having a new sensitivity. We start up. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay. All right. 0.35. This is the sensitivity I'm using. Go a bit further off. Tiny bit shaky. Can probably find something that's better for me. Okay, but I definitely liked 0.35 more than 119. 0.25 then. Go halfway. Okay, all the way. It's a little shaky, but it actually feels pretty good. 0.37. Little bit shaky. Yeah, I'm not feeling this one at all. Okay. Then we had 37. That's what we had. So 25 probably felt better there. So it wants 25 again. We don't need to test that. We can drop all the way down to 31 then instead, since we already tried 25. Okay. Honestly, I think 25 is better than 31 as well. I'm definitely getting a new sensitivity here. Okay. I like the lower. So 0.28 then. Okay. Quite jittery. Feels somewhat good there. Quite good there as well. So I'm going to say higher here. My perfect sensitivity should be 0.27. So it was actually 7 iterations, not 10. I remembered it wrong. It's probably 5 years ago since I did this. So according to this one, 0.27. Oops. Can't see my keyboard. There we go. 0.27 is my perfect sensitivity. So let's see, how far will I rotate now with this? About 45 minutes, if you think of the circle as a clock. So that's a decent sensitivity, honestly. Like, the most important part about your sensitivity, apart from being able to like aim and actually hit your shots with it, is if you have your mouse in the middle of your mouse pad, as you most of the time should, if someone ends up behind you, are you able to turn around? Not really with this sensitivity. I don't really get all the way around, so I actually would like to higher it a little bit. Oops. Just so I'm able to turn around. So now I have it on the middle of the mouse pad. I mean, yeah, this works. So, guess I'll try this since... Yeah. That's how you find the perfect sensitivity for you. I had 35. Let's try 30 for the rest of the stream.